Good morning, everyone. The continuation part of additional polymerization. If you observe, one of the preparation is left in that is polyacrylonitrile. How do we prepare this polyacrylonitrile? Let us see now. It is prepared by addition polymerization of acrylonitrile in the presence of peroxide catalyst. What is the meaning of acrylonitrile? Acrylonitrile is nothing but vinyl cyanide only. What is the vinyl cyanide formula, students? We know already that CH2 double bond CH group is vinyl group. If cyanide is attached, then it is what? Vinyl cyanide, right? It is also called as what? Acrylonitrile. N moles of acrylonitrile will undergo polymerization and it produce polyacrylonitrile. Polymerization. On polymerization, the presence of a catalyst. What catalyst we have to use? Any peroxide catalyst. If you use, then these vinyl cyanide molecules, acrylonitrile molecules will undergo polymerization and it produce polyacrylonitrile like this. Polyacrylonitrile. How do we get this polyacrylonitrile? We will see that now. Let us take, for example, to understand, to get this repeating unit, first you take any two molecules of vinyl cyanide, that is acrylonitrile molecules. How the bond breaking and addition will take place, we will see that. I have taken here CH2 double bond CHCN, one molecule. One more molecule I am taking CH2 double bond CHCN molecule I have taken, students. Now if you observe here where bond breaking is taking place, pi bond, right, in both the molecules. Pi bond will broken means by homolytic fission free radicals will generate. On this carbon one free radical, on this carbon one free radical will generate. In the similar manner here also pi bond is present. On after breaking the pi bond, here free radicals will generate. Then how these free radicals will combine and produce the bond means here CH free radical, CH2 free radical will combine and it produce a bond, right? So for that purpose, see that as it is I have taken CH2 single bond, left a single bond CH, CN I taken. See here CH again I kept a continuation bond. That bond meaning is this. This is attaching with another molecule of CH2, right? So that's why I kept a bond like this. And here also one more free radical is there. That free radical, if you add the same molecule to this side, here CH is there, now that CH free radical will combine with this CH2 and it produce a bond here. So that continuation part I kept here. So like this, how many molecules will polymerize? Means n moles of vinyl cyanide, that is acrylonitrile molecules will polymerize and it produce polyacrylonitrile, students. What is this? Polyacrylonitrile. Polyacrylonitrile we will get it. Like this we have addition polymerization or chain growth polymerization. Yesterday we have seen. These are the preparation methods we have. Then what are the uses of polyacrylonitrile? Polyacrylonitrile is used as substitute for wool in making commercial fibers as Orlan or Acrylon. Means Orlan or Acrylon are the names of commercial fibers, students, right? This is about what? Polyacrylonitrile. Till now we have discussed about only additional polymerization or chain growth polymerization. Now we are going to continue the next type of classification, that is condensation polymerization. Condensation polymerization or step growth polymerization. Condensation polymerization is also called as what? Step growth, and additional polymerization is also called as what? Chain growth, right? This is a step growth polymerization. So what is this condensation polymerization? You see that by union of large number of different bifunctional monomers to give a polymer with the loss of simple molecules like water, alcohols, ammonia, etc. is called what? Condensation polymerization. Meaning already we have discussed, students. That means bifunctional monomers means what, sir? Bifunctional monomer means whatever the monomers are undergoing the polymerization, that monomers contains two functional groups. any two functional groups. Only such type of monomers only will participate in what? Condensation polymerization. So union of large number of different bifunctional monomers to give a polymer with the loss of simple molecules like water, alcohol, ammonia, etc. is called what? Condensation polymerization. This condensation polymerization is also called as step growth polymerization, students. Why? Because in these reactions, the product of each step is again a bifunctional species and the sequence of condensation goes on, right? So whatever the sequence is goes on, in that step, each and every step contains what? Two functional groups. So that two functionalized groups, species, will not depend on each other. So that's why by step to step that growth we can identify. So that's why we can call as step growth polymerization. Condensation polymerization is also called as step growth polymerization, students. Here what is the example? Best example for this condensation polymerization means Dacron or Terylene. Dacron or Terylene preparation method we will see now. Nylon 6,6 etc. So nylon 6,6 already we have discussed. Now we are going to discuss about Dacron or Terylene. How do we prepare this Dacron or Terylene? Dacron is manufactured by heating a mixture of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. What is the structures of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid? We will see that. So it is manufactured by heating a mixture of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid at 420 Kelvin to 460 Kelvin in the presence of zinc acetate and antimony trioxide catalyst. This catalyst we have to use and temperature we have to maintain 420 to 460 Kelvin. At these conditions, this ethylene glycol will polymerize with water, terephthalic acid. How it will polymerize, we will see that now. Let us take now here ethylene glycol formula everybody knows it, students. CH2OH, CH2OH, right? Ethylene glycol. N moles of ethylene glycol combines with N moles of terephthalic acid. What is the formula of terephthalic acid? Means benzene 1,4 dicarboxylic acid. This is what? Benzene 1,4 dicarboxylic acid. N moles I have taken. These both monomers will undergo polymerization and it produce what is the compound? Main compound means Dacron or Terylene. How do we get this Dacron or Terylene? Also we will see that. So first, what is the formula of Dacron or Terylene? Let us see now here. This is what Dacron or Terylene. So what are the simple molecules are lost by the condensation polymerization of these two molecules? Means water molecules, students. How many moles? Means N moles of water molecules will release after condensation. This is what? Dacron or Terylene. Any name they may ask. Dacron or Terylene. Both are same. So how do we get this? We will see that. For example, you can take here CH2OH. Any one molecule, one monomer of ethylene glycol, one monomer of water, ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. One molecule I am taking. So how the repeating unit we will get like this? We are going to discuss now. The same thing you can apply for remaining molecules also. So what is the name of this compound? Ethylene glycol, right? This is what? Ethylene glycol. And what is the name of this compound? Terephthalic acid. Terephthalic acid. Terephthalic acid, right? Terephthalic acid is also known as benzene 1,4 dioic acid. I am writing here, students. You see that benzene 1,4 dioic acid. dicarboxylic acid. Dicarboxylic acid. Here on benzene more than one carboxylic acid group is there, means instead of oic acid we have to use what? Carboxylic acid, students, according to IUPAC nomenclature rules and regulations. Here ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid will polymerize. At what conditions it will polymerize? That conditions also important here. We have to mention clearly the conditions. What conditions we have discussed here? 420 to 460 Kelvin in the presence of zinc acetate. In the presence of what? Zinc acetate and antimony trioxide catalyst, right? Zinc acetate and antimony trioxide, that you have to mention on arrow, students. Here I did not write. You can write if you want. You can write what is that? 420 to 460 Kelvin and zinc acetate antimony trioxide catalyst. Zinc acetate and antimony trioxide catalyst. Antimony trioxide catalyst, we have to write on arrow. Then only these two will polymerize and it produce Dacron or terylene. This is the preparation method. So how do we get this repeating unit from? By taking these two molecules, ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid. If you observe the repeating unit, like that only remaining molecules also will undergo polymerization and it produce Dacron or terylene. So how do we get a repeating unit? Let us see now, students. CH2OH I have taken here. Again CH2OH I have taken. This is the formula of what? Ethylene glycol. Then ethylene glycol, how it will be combining with the water? Terephthalic acid. COOH group, for easy understand I am writing like this, right? As it is, you take benzene ring. Again COOH I have taken like this. Why I have taken like this means, whenever these two undergo polymerization at this condition 420 to 460 Kelvin zinc acetate antimony trioxide, there is a liberation of water molecule is taking place from this ethylene glycol hydrogen atom, from this terephthalic acid OH group liberated as water molecule, students. That means not only here, if you take one more molecule ethylene glycol this side hydrogen from terephthalic acid OH group liberated as water molecule, right? Here also if you add one more terephthalic acid to this side, that side OH group and from ethylene glycol H will remove as water molecule. Then what left in this molecule you have to observe? Only oxygen. That continuation part symbol I kept here bond. That continuation part symbol I kept here bond. Remaining as it is, you take OCH2, CH2O. This O is bounded by the C double bond O, right? After removal of water molecule. So O single, C single double bond O, next benzene group, next C double bond O. After removal of OH, this part, this carbon will combine with another ethylene glycol molecule of oxygen. So that's why I kept here bond for that continuation part. For that continuation part I kept here bond. Like this, how many moles of ethylene glycol under terephthalic acid undergoing polymerization means n moles. So that's why n times I have written. Then only we call that is what? Dacron or terylene, students. I hope everybody understood the preparation method of what? Dacron or terylene. And some more examples we have for this step growth condensation polymerization. What are the examples of condensation polymerization? We will see that now, students. Let us see some of the other examples, that is polyamides. First example, other examples. These also comes under what? Condensation polymers only. So what are the other examples we have means? So first of all, what are polyamides? Polyamides are macromolecules, because polymers are what? Macromolecules, right? So in this polyamides, these macromolecules with repeating units linked by what group? Amide bonds. Amide bond is nothing but what? Here C double bond O NH group. Amide bond is nothing but what? C double bond O NH. C double bond O NH group is present. Then we can call that is what? N-amide bond. So repeating unit are linked with what? Amide bond. How it is, we will see that. What are the examples of polyamides means? If you observe natural polyamides, we have proteins. Those are what? Wool, silk, right? And synthetic polyamides, if you observe, nylon 6,6 and nylon 6 we have. So what are the preparation methods of this synthetic polyamides we have? Those are what? Nylon 6,6 and nylon 6 preparation methods we will observe, students, now. So let us take now here preparation of nylons. Preparation of nylons, the first one is what? Nylon 6,6. How do we prepare this? We will see that now. It is prepared by the condensation polymerization of hexamethylene diamine with adipic acid. This preparation method already we have discussed. Hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid under high pressure and at high temperature, you will get nylon 6,6. Hexamethylene diamine, this preparation already we have discussed, students. Let us see now what is the nylon 6,6 preparation method. Hexamethylene diamine means hexamethylene CH2 6 times I have taken. This side NH2 group. For easy understand, I am taking here NH2 like this. Here also NH2 I am taking like this, right? This is what? Hexamethylene diamine. This hexamethylene diamine treated with adipic acid. What is the formula of adipic acid? CH2 taken 4 times. This side COOH, COOH. Like this. N moles of adipic acid, N moles of hexamethylene diamine. If you take, these two will polymerize and it produce. What is the repeating unit means? Here this hydrogen, this OH liberated as water molecule. Here OH, this side if you take one more hexamethylene diamine, from that molecule hydrogen and this OH liberated as water molecule. Here also hydrogen will remove as water molecule, right? Now what compound left means NH, CH2 6 times NH. Here continuation part I kept here bond, and in the similar manner this NH linked by this C double bond O group. This C double bond O, CH2 taken 4 times C double bond O, because this OH is left, because this OH is removed as water molecule, this OH is removed as water molecule, this H also combined with OH and removed as water molecule, this H also combines with OH and removed as water molecule, students. So actually we have taken, this is hexamethylene diamine with adipic acid, we have got what? Nylon 6,6. Nylon 6,6. So like this, here how many times this repeating unit will form means here n times, right? N times you will get it. This is nylon 6,6 preparation, students. Already we have discussed. Once again you watch that one if you have any doubt. And next we have this nylon 6,6 uses. Where do we use this nylon 6,6? It is used in making sheets, bristles of brushes, bristles for brushes, and in textile industry this nylon 6,6 we use. And next polyamide example, that is nylon 6. Nylon 6. How do we prepare nylon 6? Why do we call this is nylon 6 only? That we will see now here. It is obtained by heating caprolactam with at a temperature of 533 Kelvin to 543 Kelvin. The temperature we have to maintain. First of all, what is this caprolactam? We will see that. Caprolactam structure, if you observe, it will be like this. What is the caprolactam structure means? NH, C double bond O group, amide group linked by methylene, that is what? A CH2 groups. How many CH2 groups we have to take means here 5 CH2 groups. It will be as a ring like this. One more I am taking here, you see that. CH2 group, right? This will be directly bonded to NH. This is nothing but caprolactam. You see that CH2 how many times I have taken? 5 times. And C double bond O NH group. This is called as caprolactam. What is this? Caprolactam. Okay, na? And in the textbook directly they have given, but how do we get this? We will see that now. So at what temperature we have to maintain here? 533 to 543 Kelvin we have to maintain. At this temperature treated with water, then what will happen here means there is a formation of nylon 6,6 will take place. How it will take place also we will discuss, students. So C double bond O, this link up I have taken with bond here. How many CH2 groups are there here? 5 times CH2 is there. So that's why 5 times CH2 I have taken 5 times, and NH group as it is I have taken. The same thing right here, bond broken. That is only difference. But how it will broken? How do we get N times means if you take N times here, N times you will get it. This is what? Nylon 6. Actually in textbook they have given like this, but how do we get this? Where the condensation is taking place, where the removal of molecules will take place, everything we will discuss now. So let us take the explanation part of that one. Nylon, first of all I am taking caprolactam. What is the caprolactam formula? We have NH C double bond O. This is linked by 5CH2 methylene groups as a ring like this. Like this it is there, that is caprolactam. On hydrolysis what will happen here? Breaking of bond taking place, right? Breaking of bond between NH and C double bond O group. N bond C will broken. N bond C will broken means here where positive charge and negative charge will develop, students. Carbon will get positive charge, correct? Nitrogen will get negative charge. Everybody knows it. In water, H plus and OH minus ions will generate, right? Where H plus will attack at a negatively charged nitrogen. OH minus will attack at positively charged carbon, right? Then what compound you will get here? NH2. Next, this NH2, nitrogen is attacked by how many CH2 groups here? 5 CH2. That you can take as it is. Now ring was broken between nitrogen and carbon. This is not ring. OH minus will attack at this C. So that's why C double bond O OH, right? C double bond O OH group, right? This molecules you will get it. These molecules, if you take here N moles, this also will produce N mole only. Correct or not? Now N moles of this you take. N moles of this will undergo polymerization. How it will undergo polymerization? Already you know that. How it is means, for example, you can take now here. What is the repeating unit involved in this? This 2 times you take this unit. That is what? NH2 CH2 taken 5 times. CH2 taken 5 times. C double bond O OH 1. And one more unit I am taking for easy understand. NH2 CH2 taken 5 times. C double bond O OH I have taken. Here how the condensation will take place means we know already that here OH, here H removed as water molecule. If you take one more molecule of this compound this side, here OH will remove, right? Here one more compound of this molecule, if you take this side, this side H will remove. Now what is the repeating unit left? You see that NH, here bond left, continuation part, this CH2 taken 5 times, C double bond O left, right? You may think as what? The C group will attach here, na sir? Yes. NH, CH2 taken 5 times, C double bond O, next continuation part. Like that, how many times it will undergo means how many molecules we have taken? N moles. So that's why N moles you will get, which is called as polymer. And that too, this we have to call as what? Nylon 6. Why do we call this is nylon 6 only, sir? Because in this compound, if you observe how many carbon atoms are there? Based on number of carbon atoms, they have taken here number. In nylon 6 also we have observed. In nylon 6, two different monomers we have taken. Each monomer possesses 6 carbons. But here the same monomer undergoing polymerization. So in that same monomer, how many carbon atoms are there here? Here 5 carbons, here 1 carbon. Total 6 carbons are there. So that's why this is called as what? Nylon 6, students. This is also called as what? Nylon 6. So this is the nylon 6 preparation method we have discussed. Then what is the use of this nylon 6? Let us see now. It is used for the manufacture of tire cords, fabrics and ropes. This is the use of what? Nylon 6. And next concept we have, that is polyesters. Polyesters. What are these polyesters? These are polycondensation products of dicarboxylic acids and diols. Dacron or terylene is the best example for what? Polyesters. What is the polyester example means? Dacron or terylene. So how do we prepare Dacron? Already we have discussed. What is the preparation method of Dacron? Dacron is manufactured by heating a mixture of ethylene glycol and terephthalic acid at 420 to 460 Kelvin in the presence of zinc acetate and antimony trioxide. Just I am giving the equation here, students, because preparation method already have explained. You see that once you go through it. Here what is ethylene glycol? Ethylene glycol is CH2OH. CH2OH I have taken. Ethylene glycol combines with terephthalic acid. Another name of the terephthalic acid is what? Benzene 1,4 dicarboxylic acid. Benzene 1,4 dicarboxylic acid I have taken. Here itself we can discuss. Here hydrogen, here OH liberated as water. Here also OH will go off as water. If you add one more molecule of ethylene glycol to this side, here also hydrogen will go off as water if you add one more molecule of terephthalic acid this side. Then what left here? Oxygen left. That continuation part I have written here. CH2. Here hydrogen will leave as water molecule. So this oxygen will bounded by this C double bond O group. So C double bond O, and next benzene ring you can take. And this C double bond O, this OH will leave as water molecule if you add one more molecule of ethylene glycol. So that's why that continuation part I kept here. If you take n moles of ethylene glycol, n moles of terephthalic acid, this polymerization also will take place n times, students. This is what? Dacron or terylene. Dacron or terylene preparation. This is Dacron or terylene. So what is the use of this Dacron or terylene? Also we will see that this Dacron is a fiber. So Dacron fiber is a crease resistant. Everybody knows it. Crease resistant Dacron, and it is used in blending with cotton and wool fibers. It is used in what? Blending with cotton and wool fibers, and also as glass reinforcing materials in safety helmets, etc. In these purposes we use this polyesters, which is called as what? Dacron, main important one. And next we have the topic, that is bakelite. Bakelite formation we will discuss in the next concept, students. I hope everybody understood. You can practice, definitely will get you will understand. Based on this we are going to solve the competitive questions also, students. Okay na? Thank you everyone.